I have a second update for today on what has been going on in the last few hours in Gaza. The Israeli occupation forces have attacked Jabalia refugee camp. They are attempting to infiltrate deeper. Deir al-Balah has been severely and widely attacked. If you haven't seen Motaz's story, please go and look at the devastation that has occurred. It's horrifying. A residential building inside of Deir al-Balah has been completely destroyed by Israeli occupation forces, killing many Palestinians. In the south, in Khan Yunis, attacks have continued since the morning. A majority of the residents have fled from Khan Yunis and have evacuated to Rafah. Rafah has become incredibly densely populated, and there is very, very limited humanitarian aid. Even in Rafah and Khan Yunis, where people have been encouraged to flee to, daily bombardment continues to kill civilians and damage infrastructure. Those already displaced face shortages of food and water and the outbreak of disease. UNRWA have already confirmed an outbreak of hepatitis A in one of their facilities. The need for a ceasefire becomes more urgent as each hour passes, with more than 2 million Palestinians facing a humanitarian catastrophe. And that was said by Bob Kitchen, the IRC Vice President for Emergencies. The IRC is the International Rescue Committee, and they are telling people we can't even send anybody in because of how unsafe it is. We're trying to send people in, we're trying to get aid in, and Israel has made it completely impossible. Because they tell people to go here, and then they start bombing here. They tell people to go over there, and then they start bombing there. Nowhere is safe. Ambulances are bringing dozens and dozens and dozens of wounded people to Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis. On top of all of this, in the occupied West Bank, the raids continue. 5 Palestinians were just wounded in a raid. Nearly 30 armored vehicles and 2 bulldozers raided Jenin. Israeli occupation soldiers are storming houses and carrying out searches, and armed confrontations are being heard intermittently. At least 5 Palestinians were wounded, including a 46-year-old woman who is in critical condition due to shrapnel wounds to the head. The entrances of the 2 main hospitals in Jenin are blocked by the Israeli occupation forces. And right now, they have 2 houses that are completely surrounded and others are being searched. They're taking advantage of what's happening in Gaza in order to intensify what they're doing in the occupied West Bank. Remember to keep your eyes open, pay attention to everything, everywhere.